Hello, my lovelies. Good afternoon, Facebook. Good afternoon, all my Instagram family. Welcome to the Queen's Curry Kitchen. What's the matter? Am I not going to cook anything? Oh my God, what is going on? Am I not going to cook anything today? This is scary. No, we are going to cook something, but I had to go ahead and do some prep ahead of time because what I'm about to show you is a summer special. I did not know that it was going to start raining and the weather would change, but I was actually preparing to bring you something that is an absolute must have in summer heat. And sometimes we buy it from the store, sometimes we crave it in the middle of the night. Any guesses what I'm talking about? Let me make it easier for you. We are going to talk about making some ice cream and not boring vanilla or strawberry or chocolate. We are actually making tropical inspired, yes, we are making mango, cardamom, almond, cashew ice cream right at home, right? So this was my first time actually making it and I was very pleased with the results. So I thought that I should share the simplicity of it. It was really mind-blowing. So without any further ado, let's jump right to the recipe. I am going to cue up all these camera angles so y'all can see what is going on. This is apparently the simplest thing ever. Okay, so for this recipe, we need some very basic supermarket ingredients. We need, ta-da, condensed milk. We need heavy cream, and I'll show you what it looks like when you buy it in the store. So this is what we're using. You can use any brand, right? So this is what we're going to use. And we are going to use mango puree. It could be any brand, okay? Now this already has sugar in it, so no need to add additional sugar to this recipe. We are also going to go with our traditional cardamom powder, which is just pods of cardamom that I've ground up at home. And I've used some nuts. So you can use nuts of your choice. You can use pistachio. You can use almonds. Now, you'll be ridiculously surprised. So this is a no-cook ice cream. You don't need to cook anything. You don't need to boil anything. You don't need to simmer the milk. You don't need to do any of that stuff. So really simply how it goes is you're going to take a very, very cold bowl. So take a bowl, chill it in your fridge, and in that you're going to put this. So let me just show you the difference in the consistency. When it's actually in the carton, this is what it flows like. I hope you can see. You see this? That's what the consistency is. But when you whip it and beat it, just beat it, this is what it becomes. So it's nice and it has peaks. You can see it's nice and fluffy. It's almost like shaving foam, right? It's nice and fluffy. Now, personally, I don't have a double beater. You know, the kind of beaters that they have for cake beating. I only have this balloon whisk. But the good thing is I have two speed attachments on this. So I did the low attachment, the low speed for a few seconds, and then I bumped it up to the high speed, and this was ready in no time. So we are going to take 1 cup of this cream, 1 cup, and then whip it, and it becomes this. To this, we are going to add half a cup of condensed milk. Okay, again, whip it again. And then the final star of the show is 2 cups of this mango puree. You can use fresh mangoes, but you would have to calibrate the sugar. In this situation, you don't have to worry about how much sugar you have to put because this is already pre-sweetened. Okay, you're going to do that. You will whisk all of them together. So there's no cooking, there is no reducing the milk and doing anything on the stove top. You are going to be left with a glorious golden color liquid that is very easy to flow. Then you're going to take your silicone spatula and put it into containers. I have done the exact measurement that I showed you right now. Yes, so the recipe, Rani, the recipe is we need 1 cup of heavy cream, we need half a cup of condensed milk, and 2 cups of mango puree. That's about it. So 1, 2, and half, or 2, 1, and half. So however you want to remember it, okay? And I can send you a written recipe after we're done. And then, of course, cardamom is however much you like it. If you like cinnamon in your ice cream, put cinnamon. If you like cardamom, put cardamom. If you like vanilla, put vanilla. Make it your own. All right, and then I actually had to do this ahead of time. So I did it at 10 this morning so I could show you what it actually looks like. So this needs a freezing time of about 8 hours and I did it at 10. So it's currently, so it's kind of halfway there. You see, like if I put my spoon into it, I can scoop it. You see that? And if I tell you the exact yield on this whole thing, just that combination that I told you made about 1 quart of ice cream. Just these simple ingredients, right? And I've used a combination of slivered almonds and cashews, which I had lying around at home. I have not used, I've not roasted them. I've not used anything special. And also, I did not need to use any mango essence. If you're using fresh mangoes and you want that Indian mango taste, then you might need to use mango essence from the supermarket. So how you freeze it, the box should be airtight so that there is no crystallization of any moisture. And then cover it with foil wrap. So that also prevents the crystals from forming. That's that. And the other thing that I did was I made it in this little thing. This is traditionally how kulfi is served in India, and it's called matka kulfi because this is like a terracotta pot. And again, this was frozen at the same time that that went in. So I'm just going to show you what the texture looks like now. So it's kind of halfway there, right? You see it's still soft, so it definitely needs more hours in the fridge. But this is how you do it. If you like coconut, so now I'm going to talk about some variations that you can do. Let me just stick this back in the freezer before it melts out. We really don't want that. Um, yes, I told my family that they were going to get mango ice cream made at home, and they're totally looking forward to that. Of course, something has to fall from the freezer. Okay, so now we're going to talk about some variations that we can do to the simple recipe. And one of the really nice variations that you can do is to this mango ice cream mixture, you can add desiccated coconut. I think it tastes really well. It blends really well. Just make sure that it's not frozen coconut because you don't want anything with moisture into your liquid. I'm going to give this a quick taste so you can, so I can tell you what it actually tastes like. Child, it's a little too sweet for me personally. Okay, so if you're using this, it is actually as sweet as the ice cream that you get in the stores. But personally, I feel it's really sweet for me. Also, I don't do sugar, so even a little bit feels like a lot. Hi, Ruchi. Welcome to making mango ice cream. But if you love the store bought ice creams and the level of sweetness, this is just the perfect amount of sweetness. It's creamy. There are no grains except for the almond bits that you get in your mouth. So if this is the base of any ice cream that you're going to make with 2 cups of cream, half a cup of condensed milk, imagine what all you can add to make it your own, right? So in this case, we added mango puree. If there's another fruit puree that you like, which is not like a frozen puree, then go ahead and use that. The minute you use frozen purees, then the moisture or the ice starts to crystallize in the freezer, and then it's not an ice cream, literally. So some of the variations that you can do are you can add cranberries, you can add coconut, like I said. You can add roasted coconut. Just make sure anything that you add has to be dry. You can actually add chocolate chips. You can add mint. You can add whatever variation you want to bring to your mango ice cream. If there is a favorite mango that you like, if there is a favorite combination with mangoes that you like, go for it. I would even probably do like a little grated carrots because I love gajar ka halwa and mango ice cream. So I would totally do that. But I'm just a little crazy like that. Don't tell anybody. All right, so I would appreciate it if you could give it a try. There is absolutely no cooking involved, so this can be ready in no time. It literally took me less than 7 minutes to just measure everything, whisk it up, and stick it in the freezer. So it went really fast. And of course, the freezing time is the time when you really need that patience because you have to wait 8 hours before you can eat it. But life and ice cream, enjoy it before it melts. So I would recommend try it this weekend. Try to make it. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to me. The recipe again: 1 cup of heavy cream whipped to soft peaks, 2 cups of mango puree, and half a cup of condensed milk. Again, cardamom, yes, no, depending on whether you like it or not. Nuts, again, yes, no, depending on whether you like it or not. And that's about it. And just whisk it together, make it smooth, and stick it in the freezer. You have your mango ice cream. This is what it looks like after about 5 hours of being in the freezer. Okay, and ideally it needs about 8 hours. So I did not actually put the nuts in the blend. I actually only put it on top. That's just what I did, but you can totally fold the nuts in and then freeze your ice cream batch. Okay, again, add cranberries, make it your own, add chocolate chips, add mint, add, I don't know, how about like adding Oreo cookie pieces to that? That would be nice, right? The vanilla Oreo. Hmm. Now you're giving me ideas. Okay, you know what? This was my first time ever making ice cream at home, and I'm absolutely loving it. So I'm gonna keep experimenting with different flavor profiles and see what I really like, because I'm out there. I have dry rose petals, so maybe I'll do something with that. I have some rose chai from Harrods in London, so maybe I'll do a chai inspired ice cream. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but for now, this is what I wanted to share with you, and I had to go ahead and do it ahead of time so that you would be able to see what the results look like. So, like I said, it's creamy, it's perfectly sweet, and it has the texture of the nuts and the almonds, and it's absolutely got a great mouthfeel. The cardamom is not overbearing at all. You still very much taste the mango, and you don't need any complicated tools. You just need this gadget, or if you just have the hand whisk, that should do as well. Like always, if you'd like to take a class and learn all this, you can do that on queenscurrykitchen.com. If you'd like to get a book that I wrote, that's also available there. I also have a line of spices that can make your Indian cooking journey very, very easy. It's called Easy Curry Spice Blends. No chopping, no measuring, just take it, put it in your pan, and you have the best tasting curry. So this is what I can offer, and I offer it with my utmost love. This week is also free samples week at Queen's Curry Kitchen. So if you go into the few last couple of Instagram posts, you'll be able to see what free samples we're offering. We're happy to ship them to you. Um, Priority. So you can taste some of the things that we make, even though you don't live in New York. You can still have access to the beautiful, amazing food samples made with love. All right, so with that, I'm going to sign off, but it was really nice being with you. Ronnie Ramprasad, I do ship to Toronto, but then the shipping would be a little bit different, and I can actually look into that. And if you can send me your address in the DM, Ronnie, I will be happy to look into the shipping, and I'll share that information with you. And as long as you can pay the shipping, the samples are free this week, so there's no charge for the samples, okay? And I can let you know what the shipping to Toronto would be, and I think we're well on our way. So maybe you should get more samples so that you don't have to worry about paying for shipping again, right? So please DM me your address and I'll be able to help you out there. Like always, be blissful, be flavorful, have a wonderful weekend, you guys. I know it's getting wet and damp and you may not see the sun and it doesn't seem like summer, but I hope that this sunshine, this little piece of sunshine, this little mango ice cream can brighten up your day, it can brighten up your dessert plate, and that you can bring your family to the dinner table so that you can all sit around and enjoy a good meal. A happy meal is not what McDonald's is selling. No offense. I mean, there's a place for McDonald's. But a happy meal is when everybody's gathered around the table, whether you have big kids, small kids, college kids. I have a college going kid. And truly, the meals we enjoy is when we're all sitting down and eating. It could be the simplest thing, but the fact that we're all together, everybody's laughing, talking about their day, I think that's what makes it really, really important. Also, kids nowadays are really struggling because they are closed behind their doors, and parents sometimes forget, because we're also working from home, we forget that they need our attention. So please pay attention to your children. A lot of them are going through a lot of mental stress and a lot of uncertainty about what their future is going to be. So whether they graduated recently or whether they're looking for a job and don't know where to look, so please help your children out. If you know any young people in the community who can really benefit from you giving them like an internship or a summer job or babysitting your kids, please do that. It really goes a long way. So I have a teenager. I know how they feel and I know what they go through, but I also hear a lot of stories about other children that she knows, and a lot of those stories are not pleasant. So please, let's all try to make a difference in each other's lives. Be a little bit more kind with yourself, because you really need to start there, and have more patience with yourself. I can't tell you when it's going to be okay, but just do it one day at a time. Eat some ice cream. Share something with your neighbors. Smile at the doorman who opens the door for you. It's not that hard, right? I think it's all free stuff that we can do, but it can make a big difference in somebody's life. Like always, I'm absolutely from the bottom of my heart very, very thankful for your support, that you take the time to come out and hang out with me every single day. If this video brought any value to your life or it made you smile, feel free to share it. I'll be eternally grateful. You can find all these things on my Instagram page. You can find me on Facebook under Queen's Curry Kitchen. You can also find anything that you need on the website, whether it's meal plans, whether it's the spices, whether it's the book. Like always, have a lovely weekend, and I will see you guys soon. Take good care. Namaste.